All right, so I wasn't totally sure about doing a stream today because, so I wanted to do a stream today. What I wasn't sure about was whether I wanted to stream this part of the game. At the end of yesterday, when I was wrapping up, um, I kind of just had some housekeeping to do, so I thought maybe I just would do that on my own and not make y'all watch all of it. But here we are. So just check in. I think I actually got Overclocker. And I'm working on the next two, so let me clean this up a little bit. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Delete. Okay, so I think I got Overclocker. Just double check. Yeah, I got that up there. So let's see, where are we? Achievement hunting playthrough. Got Overclocker. So let's just say we're clean up. All right, so what I need to do today is just kind of set up my new office space. I've got some hiring to look at. I've got some contracts out. So I'll just kind of like look at what I want to do for these next couple days. And I didn't want to do it offline. Like, it's part of the game, whatever. We can just chat while we're doing it. This is interesting. So these are actually investment offers for iShare. And what I'm thinking is that if I take those investment offers, maybe I could just buy some market share. So this is 12, 20, so we'll call that $30 million. If we look at competitors in the video sharing space, what can I get for 30? I could get 2 million users for $30 million. And I'm trying to fill up 400 million. So that's going to help me a whole lot. Maybe I'll just stick with this marketing spend. I got some money coming in. I'm pretty significantly cash flow positive, but I'm dumping a ton of money with no revenue into the video sharing site. So one of the things that I want to do is get my salespeople seated and researching so that we can make some of those sales. So seat them and get initial contracts sold. I'll have to check on the supporters. So what I really, probably just work on getting things rearranged. I just moved into this big office space. And so there's a couple things that I typically like to do. I want to just dump my researchers down in this bottom corner. So that's one thing, is we'll just kind of start grabbing these guys up and moving them down into these corners. Not super exciting to watch, but just a little bit of the housekeeping that's going to take place now that I moved into this new office. A bunch of these I'll just kind of have to grab and move them down into the right area. I started right now because I was downstairs with my wife, and I had Hassan Piker, Hassanabi, on Twitch. I was watching him on YouTube, and he was kind of just doing a reaction video. I don't know what you call it, but he was playing somebody else's video that was kind of breaking down how evangelicals are doubling down on the predictions that Trump won the election, and that come January 20th, even though liberals, I'm a pretty hardcore leftist, I guess, definitely very progressive, not totally sold on this leftist label yet, but I'm open to it. If I had to pick a label, that's probably the one that would apply. And I'm just kind of making a mess of these as I move them down, just because I need to get them in the right part of the screen so I can grab them up. All right. And so he was watching these evangelicals just doubling down on how Trump's going to be inaugurated on the 20th of January. And it's just scary, man. Like, believe in your guy, have faith, be disappointed that he lost, you know, maybe even feel like it was rigged. And, you know, a lot of people felt that way about Hillary, that the Democrats had rigged the primaries in favor of Hillary, and a lot of progressives, myself included, super disappointed that Trump won in 2016. I get it, but just because my guy didn't win doesn't mean the other side cheated. I mean, look at Bush versus Gore in Florida. I mean, by every recount, Gore won, but they followed the process. So should Gore have just held out? I don't care. I'm not quitting. I'm fighting it to the bitter end. I think what we see is that that's kind of dangerous for society, right? Like, part of what makes, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, part of what makes government work is just the belief that government works. And so to have, you know, you could say Trump, you know, is a norm breaker. He doesn't follow the norms. Probably the most generous interpretation. And for a lot of people, like, they love that. And I got to say, like, some of the stuff that Trump did when he came out is like, look, I'm not saying it to be politically correct. I'm saying it because I believe it. Like, I get it, man. I like it. I like that Trump wasn't a standard politician. I don't like that he was completely narcissistic, completely incompetent, completely dispassionate, without compassion. From a policy standpoint, I thought probably pretty deplorable. But from a political standpoint, I mean, shameless, certainly. Hypocritical, certainly. But got a lot of support, got a lot of people behind him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I like to group these in 8s just because one manager can support 8 people, can manage 8 people. And so if I group them in 8s, then it makes it very easy for me to make sure that people are assigned to managers easily. So that's what I'm doing. So at any rate, like, I was downstairs watching that, getting frustrated, and figured I'd just come start the stream. Also tonight, I was watching a Biden speech and thought, man, this guy is so boring, and I love it. Just to have somebody who's competent and boring in charge for a little while. Oh man, that is such a relief. I mean, I just can't even say that since the election's been over and I've been able to just not pay attention to politics, like, this has been the least stressed I've felt in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in like literally a year. So I don't know, man. Just it's been nice. COVID sucks. Still dealing with that. I wish people would wear their goddamn masks. The people who were protesting without masks, protesting masks in March, April, May, like, this is what we were telling you was coming. Whatever. I guess I'm feeling a little salty tonight, but got some kind of downtime while I'm working on getting everything laid out here, so why not? This is what we do. So what I want to check on is I'm going to have to, at some point before too long, I'm going to have to play a little game with support where I take my fastest manager, my fastest supporter, and my fastest HR rep and pair them up to go after the fast support achievement. So I basically want to just kind of see where I stand right now. So Ryan Parks, where's Ryan Parks? I'm going to set you aside. And who's my fastest manager? That looks like It's gonna be Leona Burke. Where's Leona Burke? Leona Burke, come on down. There we go. So let's take Leona Burke and we'll put her off to the side. Bring another manager down here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Anybody you're managing that's not a researcher, we're gonna dump. And then we're gonna load you up with researchers. There we go. Same. Anybody who's not a researcher? All right. Load up with researchers. We'll just go through these. Okay. Did I get this one? Nope. Anybody who's not a researcher? All right, so we're gonna dump these who are not researchers. All these. So this was my production manager. 6, 7, 8. That's okay. Matt Spencer, Matt Hamilton. Let's sort these here. I think I kind of mentioned in passing on the last stream, one of the things that I'm super into politics. I follow politics like super closely. I love it. Super into politics. One of the things that I mentioned on the last stream is that an area that I like to talk about is like, where's the middle ground? Meaning, politically, there are a lot of like super popular policies that both progressives and conservatives agree on. And what's going on? So I've got people who aren't. Are these all my managers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have 10 managers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if I have 8 researchers, then those managers should be managing them. Expert. Okay. Supporter. And okay, researcher. All right, there we go. So now let's see, where were we? 6 and 8. So we want to make sure that researcher. And if we look at this one, then there should be 3 researchers still to assign. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, perfect. So there's a lot people agree on. What are those things? And what do we not agree on that is insurmountable? Insurmountable things might be abortion. If one side wants to criminalize and imprison and sentence people who have an abortion, that's going to be a problem. I can't agree with that. So if the question is, how do we handle funding using federal money, we could have a debate about that. So that's a tough one. I don't even know if something like gun control is really that hard, because most people agree on universal background checks, automatic assault weapons, controls, if not bans. So even there, ton of middle ground. I don't know, like there's probably not a big problem there. I think the issue is even like environmental stuff. Most people probably agree on the environmental stuff. I think the challenge is how do you sell it, right? I'm gonna actually update the stream. So startup company issue, startup company, cleanup and talking politics. There we go. So we'll make that the name of our stream for a while. Startup company, cleanup, and talking politics. So just doing some cleanup here, and okay. So as I was saying, I think that green jobs, right? I think that's we have a sense of what it means to work, and fossil fuels and oil drilling and mining, like that's work. But if you think of clean energy, you think of solar farms and windmills and clean people doing lab work. And I think it's hard for American culture to adopt that, embrace that. I think there's also an element that says, renewable energy sounds great, but I don't want to give up my car. My car runs on gas, and I don't want to give up the gas heating in my house, and I don't want to give up plastics, which are made of petroleum. And green energy is cool, but what am I going to have to give up? I think people struggle with that. So, but it might just be a question of messaging, because the green energy people would say like, hey, we're creating more jobs. It's going to be better for the environment. We'll have better, the economy will be better for everyone. So is it a messaging question? Like, I don't believe philosophically we disagree that much. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's move one of these HR managers down here. Who is assigned to? Let's unassign all these. All right. So Brett will get. Can I see these people? So we want Jerry Ellis. We want Connor Burns. Agnes Boyd. Matt Hamilton. May Hamilton. Olive O'Brien. Chase Hicks. And there's somebody right in this corner that I can't see. Madge Spencer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that person is managing all of my researchers. They're working a 7-hour workday. They've got 2 days off, and they've got a day of training. This person can give them raises. I don't have to worry about that. Let's check in on how my researchers are doing. Okay, so let's get all of these promoted up. Grade levels. Let's I'm just gonna let the manager manage training, and I'll just try to remember to check in from time to time to see how they're doing. So let's take, I'm almost wondering if I actually want to even keep these employees, my producers, because I'm pretty much at the point now I'm going to be buying everything that I need. These sites, I maxed out the landing page features and efficiency based just on components that I purchased, and really all I have the designers and the developers working on right now are homepage components, and I'm gonna buy those. I don't know if I even need these people, and I'm thinking the same thing even about the sysadmins, because I can buy, in fact, I think that's what I'm actually doing right now, is these are all producing sysadmin parts, virtual container. So this is what I need to do my next round of server upgrades, are components that I'm buying, basically using my outsourcing executives. Do I want to even keep those people? I don't know. I'll keep him for a little while. So let's do this. Let's move these out. Like, it feels a little rash to fire them right now. Kind of want to. I feel like I want to fire them. I'm gonna do it. All right, let's get rid of these. I think this is actually going to get me an achievement too. I don't know how many I have left before I get you actually get an achievement for firing people at 10, I think. So one of these got to get me pretty close. Oh, thought I did those. Man, I had one of the companies that I worked with, I had to fire a lot of people. The company was in bad shape financially, losing money, and I ended up having to be the one to like pull the trigger on a lot of people, and it sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. It was I still think of it as like Black Thursday. I had to lay off 4 different people that worked for me, and it was brutal. It was one of the worst days of my business life, but I always try to just take the approach that like you got to be direct, you got to be decisive, and you can't drag it on. You just got to do it, and it sucks every time. There's no way to enjoy it, but it is, if it's necessary, it's necessary. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna pair up my managers and my HR reps for each of these sites. And I think these were my top 2 managers. And let's look at who my top supporter is right now. This is kind of setting up what I talked about before, Elijah Carpenter. That when I'm ready to go for fast support, I'm actually just going to use this team and hammer through it. Otherwise, I'm assigning these somewhat randomly right now. Got 3 sites. Yeah, let's actually just build out the 3 sites right now. 2, 3, 4. I need 3 salespeople. And I think I'm gonna have 3 supporters. I've been hiring supporters here, right? Yeah. Both of these guys are looking for supporters. And I'm actually gonna have me start hiring supporter, headhunting for a supporter. And these are all experts. Let's check in on my supporters, how we're doing across the board here. Supporters. All right, so everybody's trained up, everybody's assigned. I need to have 3 salespeople. Do I want 5 supporters per site? It feels like a lot, but maybe I do. All right. Mm-hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'll move these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is going to be my support team for MicBook. Let's buy a couple more desks. Get some supporters hired. We'll get these salespeople seated. All right. Check on my salespeople. I think these are all experts. They are all experts, so I'm not going to worry about training them right now. Okay. And let's check on my HR guys. HR guys are good. The office layout is good. I can fill in more researchers here if I want. Let's do this then. So this will be fun. Get to go on a little shopping spree. I already bought all this office stuff. So what we're gonna do now, this is it works. Again, not totally within the spirit of the game. So if I look at different employees, they have demands. And the more I meet these demands, the higher their productivity bonus will be for fulfilling those demands. And a lot of them have to do with furniture. And so 7-hour workday, I can get that by assigning them to an HR manager. Plant in a black vase, I get that 2% just by having a plant with a black vase in the office in any spot. It doesn't have to be near them. It doesn't have to be on the same floor of them. It doesn't have to be anything. So the easiest way to do that, which, you know, not super happy about it, but whatever, is that I'm just going to come up here and start buying furniture. And I'm going to stick it just to have in the office, because I know that just by having it, it's going to make some employee 3% more productive. So we do it. And this is, again, one of those things that, like, I don't love it. I wish I cared more about, like, making things look nice and took more pride in doing a good job with this kind of thing, but I don't care. I'm trying to conserve space. I don't want to eat into space that I need for desks. I don't care about giving people room to spread out. Can I hit that? There we go. I'm just trying to get the productivity, and I can get the productivity by doing this, so it's good enough for now. Quick and dirty. Kind of like how I do the framework upgrades. It's a lot of that stuff. Like, if I'm doing a game to build a nice office, keep employees happy, like, not trying to minimize that stuff. Whatever, it's fine. It's a great way to play. I'll totally play games that way. But I am playing this game to hit my goal, and by hook or by crook, I'm going to get there as long as it's within the rules. The rules are, do I still have them on the screen? That I'm playing with no mods, I'm playing in career mode, and I won't do a rescue save. So if I go bankrupt, which is an achievement, I can't go back to an earlier save point that would undo that achievement. If I think that I'm gonna go bankrupt, and so I go back to an earlier save point to prevent it, that's totally fine, as long as I can. If I get an achievement, I can't go to a save point before I got that last achievement. That is rule number 1 for what I call the speed run challenge. There we go. And so all this stuff I'm just kind of dumping in the office. It's not pretty. Again, I'm not happy about it. Just got to do it. Necessary evil, as they say. All right, getting there. Getting there. Get all my plants. Get little trees here. I think I need a privacy wall. I know somebody likes their privacy walls, but I don't need any other walls. And I don't need any letters. So I think I have all the furniture that people care about. Some people have special desk requirements, so we'll see if we want to deal with those or not. And that should be everyone, man. So again, productivity wise, I don't want to train these guys. I don't want to do anything for them other than make sure they don't quit. Everybody else I'll try and keep happy because it increases their productivity. Did we check on benefits? I think we gave everybody benefits last time. Yep, everybody got benefits. These guys have a 7-day work week. Let's just make sure that these people are all assigned. So who do we want here? There we go. Oh. Dylan Sharp. Who's assigned to Dylan Sharp? Yeah, we don't need those. Actually, that's a good point. So for right now, I'll actually put my researchers and myself in that group. And this is kind of my special forces group here. Leona Burke. Leona Burke is managing those two. And me. Oh, where am I? She doesn't manage. Who's my manager? Turn that off. And then Elijah. Oh, me. And supporter Elijah. Nope, Elijah's already assigned to somebody, so let's track that down. And Elijah Carpenter. So I'm doing this because I want my fastest manager, I want my fastest supporter assigned to my fastest manager, and my fastest manager assigned to my fastest HR manager, or HR specialist, or something. I don't know what it is. All right, so now let's look for Elijah Carpenter, and they're managing 4 employees, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Leona's reporting to Ryan Banks. Ryan Parks. Okay, perfect. All right, so Louis got to be Dylan. Connor's going to have Abby. And Olive does not have a manager, so I need another manager there too. All right, let's deal with that at some point. Helen and Bobby. Nope, Helen's already got a manager. Let's undo that. Does Bobby? Nope. So you get Helen and Bobby. And then Kate. Logan. Randall Simmons, and Addie Ortega. All right. Abby gets Stella and Peter. Stella and Peter. And Edith Brady and Nellie Bowen. All right. And I don't have a manager for this last team. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's have me look for a manager. All right. So where are we on the list here? Rearrange the desks. I got the sales execs seated. Let's look for some. So where are we on contracts? We're at 10%. If I had 10%, I'm basically selling 100 million views. So let's so this is my first site. What do I want to have? Do I have them look for 100 million contracts? Yeah. All right, let's look for 100 million contracts just so I can get something sold, start making a little bit of money on those. We'll do them just for, 10 days, and then we'll increase them again. We'll do the same thing here. Get them looking for $100 million contracts. We're not going to keep those long term, but it'll let us start selling something. And then we'll just look to upgrade those every 10%, say. So whatever contracts I find, I'll just do them day to day. Have them start looking for $2 million contracts, 10 million, or 200 million, 500 million, billion. As we scale up there, I should be in good shape. Okay. So am I actually at 100,000 here? I am. Okay, so let's do this is gonna slow down my growth. All right, here we go, save point. So the question is it better for me to start selling these contracts and increase my marketing spend, or I gotta make the money. So right now I'm at 2.5 profit. I think I'm spending 2.5 million on that budget. How much more money am I gonna make if I fill this up with video ads? One, two. They don't have those contracts researched though. All right. We'll research some of those contracts first. And now I think I'm in a situation now where my contracts are pooled because of the way I have everybody under one manager. So I'm going to test that. Yes. Okay. So these three, and it took me, I didn't really understand this before, but these three sales reps all are reporting to the same manager. So they're sharing a pool of contracts. So if I have these three start researching, then they'll pool those contracts and I can treat them as one set. All right. And I gotta get a manager hired here too. In fact, I'm going to look for an expert manager just so I don't have to worry about training that team. So let's check where I am on these contracts. Yeah, I got to keep those. I probably oversold those a little bit. I really should sell them at like 85%, not 95%. 2.5 million a day. And when these come in, these are going to come in at 500 million, 600 million, or sorry, 6 million. Okay. I'm not going to place another order quite yet here. Let's do a little headhunting. Saturday and Sunday, weekend days, so most of my employees are at home. just check on what kind of schedule do I have here. Do I have everybody on 7-hour workday? I think I do. I think I already set this up. 7 hours. 7 hours. 7 hours. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm gonna take this 387 and I'm gonna stop looking for managers and start looking for supporters. Yep. All right, let's get this manager seated. And they should just take everybody who's not a researcher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Managing 4 employees. Perfect. Okay, so now these guys will all pool contracts. Oop. I don't think I can get 1 million impressions here yet. Can I? 100 million impressions? I kind of can. All right. What do these contracts look like? All right, let's do it. So 2.5 million, and we're gonna look at adding 6 video ad slots at 100,000 each. 3 on this site and 3 on this site. And I'm hoping this is going to give us a nice little revenue boost. I'm not trying to play a super long session today, but this is a pretty addictive game for me. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem. All right. Let's fix support here. Oh, there's no support tickets waiting, but got a little overloaded on support, so that average will come back up. Let's see how our hiring's doing. Stephen Vasquez, who's not? Oh. All right. Let's see how we're doing on supporters here. There we go. Grab one of those. Grab one of these. Hit them on Dream iStream. Are these both Team iStream? Nope. So this should be Team iShare. This should be Team iShare. This should be MicBook. Oh. This should be MicBook. And let's put this one on iStream for now while we get her trained up. All right. And I'll put you on iShare. Start training. So I like to organize these by site. So this is the MicBook team. This is the iShare team. This is the iStream team. So that I can keep them just grouped together for management purposes and see who's selling what contracts. That just helps me keep everybody straight in my head. So let's go ahead and get these contracts sold. Oh, what happened? Oh, this is iShare. There we go. We'll do it for 10 days. See what kind of rate I can get. All right, this guy's in a good mood. Keep coming my way. You're doing all right. We'll get there. Can I get you to 1210? Nice. All right, we'll not renew that, but we'll start looking now for 200 million. We'll renegotiate once I get to 20%. Same here. Just see what kind of rate we can get here on the iShare site. Max that out. I'm not going to get 12, but maybe I can get 11 something. Yeah, probably not even 11 something, maybe 10. Yeah. You're not covering a ton of ground there. Yeah, maybe like low 10s. Maybe a little bit. I think you get here at 1060. There we go. Ooh, no bump, no movement. You're gonna play hardball with me, huh? Alright, I see how it is. We'll get these up to 2 so we can renegotiate. And then we'll sell one more slot here for whatever we can get. This level. There we go. 2. Figure that one out. I don't love that support satisfaction is low. And the problem is if I try to sell a contract and I'm at 107, if my support satisfaction is low, I'm going to start losing those users. So I'm going to just hold off here until my support satisfaction comes back up to 100%. In the meantime, keep looking for some Rockstar supporters. All right. Nothing happening there. Let's check on my research. See that DDoS attack. I could use a couple more servers. That sucks because I'm already underselling those contracts. Still making money, but I don't like to be losing users like that. Don't like it. But I'm kind of stuck. I can't see now. I can buy some servers. Now the DDoS attack is over, so I don't need them. We're gonna load up a little bit though. All right, so my satisfaction on iStream is where I need it to be. So let's sell some contracts. Oh, I gotta install the AdSense. Video ads. Video ads. Get 3 video ad slots. That's where all the money is. Let's make some deals. Feels like a Friday night. It's not. I'm off work though for the rest of the year through January 4th, I think is my day back. Next day back. It's pretty exciting. I'm actually gonna go up. See, should have taken it 11. Same thing here. We'll bump these up to 2. Renegotiate after 10 days. Stream. Max it out. Negotiate a rate here. Oh, not paying attention. All right. So let's get this stuff locked in and then wind down for the night. I'll be here for just about the hour. Should have taken it. Now I'm going back up. Oh, he didn't move. All right, fine. 11:10. And we'll look for 200. Man, I'm so glad that I figured this out, that these contracts were now pooled because they all worked for the same manager. It took me such a long time to figure that out. Then I also like to go through and kind of prune these. So those low priced ones I will drop so that I have just these higher priced ones left. And then when I come back in to renegotiate them, in the meantime, they'll have researched hopefully more contracts at that higher rate, and I'll be in good shape. So like right now, everything I've got is over $8 per million views or whatever, 1,000 views CPM, cost per 1,000. I don't know why M starts for 1,000 in that case. It's like some old marketing term. That's cool. Whatever. That is super helpful though to know that. So let's see. So I was at 2.5 million. Now I'm at 8 million. What I don't know is if the spend that I was making before, so you can see it leveled off already a little bit, but it's still growing. So all in all, I'm probably better off with that revenue than without it. Let's go deal with my server situation. All right, now I can configure these. And let's duplicate them. They're 3 million a piece. So let's do 6, 12, 15, 25. There we go. All right, let's get some coolers in here. Yep, there we go. I don't think I have what I need to configure those. So let's just check how my things leveled out here. So let's make this 33. We'll make this one 33. And we'll make this one 33. All right, they're all even now. User base is not totally even yet. What, 134 million and then 80 million and probably 80 million here. But these are growing pretty quickly and I just don't want to have to think about it again right away. I am going to have to order more server components. And I'm also going to have to think about how I'm going to upgrade this site. I'm going to have to start ordering some of these components here before too long. All right, let's look at these chat comment functionality components. Backend and input. Backend and input. Input and backend. So I need a few more inputs than backends. Module. So let's just say I did 400 and 300 and I wanted those right away. I'm looking at 2 million. I could do 10 of those. So let's do 200 and 150. 150 in 6 days, 1.2 million. If I did 2 rows, I'd be at 24. All right, so let's do that. We'll load up the old macro tool here. Here's the macro tool. Let me get my parts list for comment functionality. And what did he say? What did we say we're going to do? We said we're going to do 200 input modules and 150 backend modules. And the expectation is that that's going to cost us 1.2 million. So if I do 2 rows, that's 24. I could pay for that today. So I should be in good shape. We're going to not buy server components. I might buy a few more server components. We'll check on the prices on that next. But we're going to do comment functionality. We're going to do 2 rows. Here's your chime. And here we go. All right, so we'll get those orders in. I think I'm still making 8 million a day. So I'm gonna check on what happens if I order another batch of server components, knowing that I'm gonna be making 8 million a day. Oh, what happened? My cursor's moving around a little here. Alright, I don't know what's going on. Let's stop that. Did I break something? It was working for me yesterday. I don't know what I did. Let's just hold on to that for a second. Cancel these. Cancel that one. We'll just do this one manually. Module. Backend module. And what were we doing? 200, 150? 8.4, submit task. Okay. So what was going on here? Let's see if we can catch that. We'll do one more round. I'm on my homepage component. No, sorry, I want comment functionality. And let's see, here's their chime. So what happens? We'll watch the mouse here. There's one, there's two. It's actually, it looks like it's moving too far. I wonder if I don't have the right window open. I think I skipped one again. And now I'm off the screen. Let's do that one, and that should be the end of it. All right, so something happened here. I was moving too far. So basically what I'm telling it to do here is at the end of each command, move 52 pixels to the right and 91 pixels to the right and 52 pixels down to find the next desk. And it was actually moving too far. And it looks like it was moving too far to the right, maybe? So something changed with the size of these desks. Let's see if we can figure out what it is. So what I typically do here is I'll just grab a little screenshot. I use Irfan View, so I'll paste that into Irfan View. And I'm gonna zoom in so I can get one desk. Drop that. Zoom in again. And we're basically gonna measure from a corner of one desk to the corner of another. And see how many pixels that is. So if we crop it again, 79 by 45. And I had 52 by 91. This happened before, and I don't know what changed to change the size of these desks, but this is actually what I had before. So I'm just gonna make this 79 and 45, and I'm gonna leave it at that, but I don't know why this happened. There's no reason that I can think of why that should have changed. So I can't reproduce it. I don't really have a theory. I'm just gonna let it go for now. The IT guy in me kind of wants to run it down a little bit and try to figure out what's going on, but just gonna let that go. Let me check in on my hiring. Where am I on these? Did I hire any new rock stars? There we go. There's one. Any more 200s, 199s? No. All right. So let's get you seated and training. And you're going to be assigned to the MicBook team, and you're going to work for Dylan Sharp. This is Maud Ortiz. Marie Quinn. Oh, did we not assign Marie Quinn? Looks like we did not. And Landon Snyder. Where's Landon Snyder sitting? Here's Landon Snyder. All right, so now we've got everybody assigned. We got training going. Let's check in on the training for our supporters. 2 need to be hired, or I'm sorry, 2 need to be upgraded. And we'll make sure everybody is training. Support stand at 100%. Server load is good. Let's go back and check on our contracts. So these that I just sold. I haven't got any offers yet. I think we said they're going to come in at 1.2. Yeah, 1.5. So they're going to come in at a good chunk of this 30 that I already had on hand, but I'm earning 8 million a day on top. So what we want to look at is our server components. Do I still have those open here? There we go, 4U servers. So if I order these, what's it going to cost me? Virtual container, cluster, swarm management, and I did 16, 10, and 10. So that's going to cost me $1 million in 7 days. So if I order 10 of those, it's going to be 10 million in 7 days. In 7 days, I'm going to earn 80 million. How far out? I don't want to be too risky with this. Like, I'm tempted to kind of double this order, but I think I'm going to leave the order like that. We're going to get 4U server, is that what it is? Yeah, 4U server. And we'll run that. Here's your time. And here we go. And that adjustment that I made is going to put my cursor right where it needs to be on each order. Yeah, there we go. We're right on track. Looks like it's moving maybe 1 pixel too far on each one. So I'm going to adjust that a little bit more in my configuration here. So let's actually make this 44 at 78. And I'll just keep an eye on that. So what I'm making that decision based on is I was basically watching where the cursor finished each one. And so I started it kind of in the middle of the D, and then I could just see it like on each one moving a little bit farther out until it got down here. It was like about there maybe. So just based on that, I'm thinking it's moving a little bit too far to the right and a little bit too far down. So I just shortened that distance a little bit there on both dimensions, and we'll save that. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's have you do a homepage component order, because that's probably the next thing I'm gonna try to max out on. Homepage component. So homepage or UI, backend, blueprint, and graphics. And we're going to do 500s. And we can get those in 14 days. Boom. Okay. So that's just for fun. Keep that person busy. Did we do any more hiring? All right. So I'm looking to hire what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more supporters, and then I'm gonna go ham on outsourcing executives because I'm starting to make enough money here that I can really step that up. We've got 8 days left on these contracts. I'm currently selling 200 plus views, so I'm in good shape there. Same here, 200 plus views. So let's prune these down a little bit, make sure we're getting our highest price contracts that we can get. And now we're starting to get into this cycle where I'm just going to be making money as fast as we can. We'll turn up the marketing on this to try and get back up to that full rate, 95, 96, 97% user capacity. But we are in good shape. So we're at day 512 on the challenge. I'm about to hit that turning point. I'm like right at that turning point right now where money is no longer an issue. I'm about to enter a spot in the game where I can just basically spend as much as I can find to spend on. And I'm not going to be able to outpace that. So when we come back for the next session, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to keep hiring. So what are we looking for? We're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more supporters. We're going to look for outsourcing execs. We're going to max out our investment projects. I could do that now, but I want to wait for this. I think I'm in the biggest building now, and start collecting homepage components. So that's kind of just where we're headed naturally. I don't necessarily need that one. So I think what I'm going to do is let it run until we get these components delivered. So I got my supporters maxed out tonight. Start hiring outsourcing execs, but I want to get this set of orders in so that I can max out my investment projects. And in the meantime, we'll just kind of poke around here in our investments. Oh, I'm sorry, in our research area to start unlocking things. One of the things I want to do is I got my contracts expired here, so we're going to come in here and make some money. 200 million, and we're on iShare. Max that out. So I want to get these into like the 12 range pretty quickly. And we're going to do that here. I should be able to get this one to like 1250-ish, 1260. 1270 is the highest I've ever sold a deal for. And then we're going to bump these up to 3 million. We'll just keep stepping those up. Same thing. I think we're starting high enough that I can get them into the low to mid 12s. Oh yeah. Let's let them come up some more. These up to 3s. And we'll get one more sold here at 840. Or iShare. Max it out. Let's get that like 1250 again. Let's get right in there. That 1250 is a nice spot to be. I don't feel like I'm leaving very much at all on the table at 1250. He's not coming in quite as hot. Still think I'm going to get him there. But he's going to make me work for it a little bit. There we go. Step these up to 3. Clean them out. Pretty sure I'll get there in 10 days, so I don't have to worry about those renewing. Where are we on these contracts? 7 days. And now we're at 11, almost $12 million a day. So that one bump increases from $8.5 million a day to almost $12 million a day. And at $12 million a day, it's almost to the point that I can't outspend that. As I'm going to keep increasing these, I'm going to keep adding sites, and this is just going like, ugh, I'm just going to keep spending money. In fact, I'm almost tempted to start another site. I don't want to. I don't want to staff them up fully for that yet. But let's start the next. Actually, I actually think I'm going to start the remaining sites. So I'll staff up for. Is it 6 sites or 7 sites? Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the goal, one of the achievements, is to become the #1 site in every category. And so I'm gonna have all 6 sites built out to become the #1. If I look at where I am on social media, I'm right now number 6 on social media, but I've only got these at 900 out of 4,000. And when I get the final framework, I can go to 7,000. So when I get these maxed out, I'll be easily #1. But I got to get back to start building up these features. And so the other ad I'm going to have is build up features of like book. All right. So where were we? Yeah, I'm not even. Oh, that money's just coming in now. Oh, 64. All right, so I'm just gonna, let's let that run. And we're gonna come max these out. We're just gonna come max these out. Every penny that I can pour into these projects, I'm gonna pour into these projects, and I'm making as much as I was before. I increased this from 2.4 to 4.8, maxed this one out, 1.2 million, maxed this one out, 1.6 million, and I'm still making $8.5 million a day. All right, what am I bringing in here? Backend modules, input modules. Gotta get these servers updated. As you can see, I'm under DDoS attack right now and losing users because I'm over capacity. So gotta keep getting those servers upgraded. But otherwise, I'm in pretty good shape here. How's the help? So the next thing I need on the help system is just these components. So I'll get a good order in for those pieces, and then that'll buy me my next big update. All right, so there we go. So that'll take care of my servers too. So the next order. Max orders for help system components. All right, so we'll make another big order for the help system components. Hire a couple more supporters. Outsourcing execs. All right, this one I already did. Boom. Staff up additional sites. Build up these features. So that's in progress. All right, I think we're in good shape. So we'll accept that. We'll check in on our hiring one more time. Looking for my 198. Might take a 198. Do I have anybody else here? Is a 198 my best from the batch? Seriously? No 200s, no 199s, nothing? You're gonna leave me hanging like that? Damn. Oh, there's a 199. Oof. Alright, where was my 198? Man. It's kind of a dry run. I mean, there's some like 194s. I think I saw 196. So, I mean, I could go for those kinds of people, but all right, we'll get you on iStream. Get you under management. Let's get this one on iShare. Where's Elijah? Elijah's on iStream. So let's put you on MicBook. Get you under management. All right, and let's check on my training status for my supporters. Nobody's ready to be upgraded, so we'll just start that training. Make sure everybody's training. Hopefully they already were. And I think we're in good shape. So let's see where we are on these ads. Prune the cheap ones. Not managing a contract. Did those expire and I didn't notice it? What? So those expired and I'm still making 6.5. All right, let's negotiate some contracts. Give me my 1250s. All right. Don't get mad. I'm coming. Oof, there we go. 1270. Yes. And I'm thinking 3.5. I'll stick with 3. No reason to break the pattern. All right. There we go. Max it out. Get me in that 1250 range. I'm feeling pretty confident, man. If I get like 1260, 1270 every time now, I like that. That makes me very happy. Ooh. I mean, I've got some room if this guy gets too pissed off, but all right, I'll take it. No big deal. I had some other offers I could have negotiated, but I got him almost fully where I wanted him to be. I'm not upset about that. What's going on here? Wait, what happened? iStream. I don't understand what's going on. I share, like book. Actually, that's a good point. Let's do a quick save here. Like book. Why isn't there a contract for video ads 1? iStream, video ads 1. This feature has no time slots configured. What does that? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. All right, let's just install another one. There. I don't know what that was about. It was telling me that I didn't have any time slots configured. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. And I don't know what caused it. Relatively easy to recover from, so I'm not super stressed out about it. But it's a little weird. I do help out on the Discord for the startup company game, so definitely check that out. I usually post these videos to YouTube, so if you like the videos, like and follow me there. I've been trying to get more consistent about streaming here on Twitch, so would definitely appreciate the follow. Not paying attention to my negotiating at all. I don't know how I ended up at 12 on that one instead of 1250, but you know, whatever. So Man, I was like all screwed up on that one. You go looking for the wrong contracts. I don't know what the story was. All right. We'll clean these up a little bit. All right. Those are getting started. I maxed out my spending, making 13 million a day. Oh gosh. This is getting too easy. Too easy. I'm actually going to upgrade to this big office building here. Or I'm sorry, the big server building here. We will get these servers configured. Get these servers configured. We will duplicate some of these. All right, now we're overheating. I don't love that, but it is what it is. We'll get some more coolers. I think I'm gonna have to revisit my server strategy here in the next round. I don't love that. These are overheating. What can I do about? Oh, I should fill up some rack coolers. What am I thinking, man? Is it worth going back to those now? How many of these do I have? All right, whatever. I'll just get rid of these two. I don't know, maybe I can just hold out until I start getting the fusion servers, but I usually don't like buying a bunch of these coolers, but I'll put rack coolers in the racks, and I don't have to worry about temperature stuff at all. So that, I guess I just wasn't paying attention to that. Pretty in good shape for my hosting, I think now. How are we looking? Oh, I could probably still use some more servers. It's not terrible, but if I get a DDoS attack like that, it kind of maxes me out. I'm losing users because I can't hold up to the DDoS attack. Don't love that. All right, so we got to get some more server upgrades here. Let's add that to the list. More servers. Oh. And let's all right, so I'm making 13 million a day. Let me actually get a server order in just for general purpose. And now I am going to go for 32, 20, and 20. And I think I'm actually going to do 2 rows. Servers. All right, here's the chime to start our macro. And so we're going to watch here. I'm going to start it right at the top right corner here. And I want to see it finish in that same spot on Daryl Lawrence when it's done. So let's keep an eye on that. Nope, it already started moving to the right some. See that? I think I got my up and down is all right, but I'm actually moving too far to the right on each move by just a, pixel or two. So now by the time I'm at the bottom, I'm halfway across that red bar. Does it reset when I go back up? Okay, it resets when I go back up to the top. So I'm okay. I don't have to worry about tweaking it, but I'll make it one. I'll take 1 pixel off that desk width measurement because that's where I'm running into a little bit of trouble. I just like for it to be right in there, man, All right. So if we look at the desk width, we'll make that 77 and see how that does for us the next time. And when we come back, we are going to look at help system components. All right, so we'll save that. Let's just review our notes. So help system components, hire new supporters, go ham on outsourcing execs, homepage components, launch the remaining sites, get more servers. All right, I'm happy with that. I got my components coming in. Support. I'm working on servers. Got my contracts being researched. I'm looking for supporters here. Anybody coming in the meantime? No. So we're good on that. Research is coming in. Let me just do a quick, how many research points can I spend here? Oh yeah, I started to do this and then got distracted. So one of the achievements is to unlock everything. So let's just see how far we can get. Big benefit of research points, especially late in the game, is if you're doing ad block obfuscator, because you can use a ton of research points on the ad block obfuscator. I probably won't at this point even get to where I'm worried about that. I don't know. It can be a nice way to increase revenue. You definitely make more money with the ad block obfuscator than just with the video ads alone. But I don't know how much more. So I need 20, 40, 60,000 research points. Do I want to start letting go of researchers? I have to think about that. Okay, so need 60k research points for fusion stuff. Do I need to keep researchers? Will I consider ad blocker? So that's just something I'm gonna have to make a decision about. I'm not really sure how. I've done it with the ad blocker, but I think I've already kind of stuck myself in a corner a little bit by working on the help system for this main site. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. I might end up just dumping these researchers in favor of more outsourcing execs. I kind of feel like that's where I'm leaning. I kind of feel like it is. All right, I'll think about that until the next time. We're going to wrap it up here. This was fun. Glad we got to spend a little time on it tonight. Thanks for joining. I'll get this video uploaded to YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Come check me out on Twitch. Love to have people to talk to on Twitch. Start getting into some political stuff. Keep playing this game a little bit. I'm about halfway through this challenge right now. Made some good progress again tonight. Totally turned the corner on that money issue. So we're just gonna, 13,000 is the beginning. Maybe making way more money than that. We're just gonna keep churning it into the site and growing away. So this was a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining me today, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.